Hello, and welcome to my Assignment 2 presentation on community development through persuasive technology. The problem I want to challenge is getting people that want to make a difference in their world to volunteer in their community more often. This is a large and ambitious task, so the goal needs to be simplified into one focus. People spend a lot of time on their phone instead of acting on what they are sharing. I want to shift the behavior back towards acting. The target audience would be people who already have shown interest in volunteering at an organization. If they enjoyed volunteering, they are likely receptive to more opportunities to give back. Volunteering can take a lot of effort though. First, you come up with what you want to do, find an organization that matches, contact them about volunteering, fill out their application form, and find a time that works for both parties. Then you can finally volunteer. This process is important, but it can become a frustration when you want to volunteer in different capacities and each organization has their own process. This is a lack of ability to volunteer and not the right triggers to encourage this behavior. Community developers and volunteers typically use social media and mobile apps already to connect to each other, so using a mobile app will be a good idea. Mobile apps also have many great tools that will also assist in encouraging people to volunteer. There are many examples of successful technology that all provide a piece of a volunteering app. Facebook is a great example of an app that drives users to attend events. Kijiji connects users fast based on a supply and demand relationship, which is needed in directing volunteers to organizations that need them. TripAdvisor and Airbnb show examples of building collaboration between clients and organizations, as well as keeping each other accountable with reviews and ratings. GiveGab is a great website showing that with greater accessibility and engagement, how donors' money can be funneled into exactly where it needs to go. Pieces of each of these organizations and more examples can map a picture of what this app will look like. Examples of successful technology that the app will imitate is push notifications to direct and assist with convenient volunteering, a database that contains organizational information, their needs, and an interface for volunteers to connect with. Organizations can provide media to give volunteers a glimpse of their volunteer experience, positive feedback to the user when they perform volunteering opportunities, and gamification so that volunteers can track their progress and have goals for further opportunities. I believe the secret sauce or the most important aspect of the app will be the persuasive tool of the interactive database. It will ultimately make it easier and faster for volunteers to connect to their community. To test the system, first work internally with a single organization to adopt the mobile app to manage their volunteers. Use different iterations and interfaces of the database tool until one shows success. After many attempts and failures, it is important to look back and possibly decide on a different method to focus on. Maybe sending push notifications for basic volunteer tasks like picking up garbage is a better method. There are many ways to expand on this idea in a meaningful way. The app can include other organizations and allow cross-referencing between their volunteers. The volunteer user information can be expanded to allow different levels of commitment and skill sets that can be categorized. Also, more persuasive tools can be added to provide many ways for the app to encourage better community behavior. However, it is very important to only work on these new features one at a time. Community involvement is so important, but it is hard to know what is actively around us and what we can participate in. Even if it is something as simple as cheering inner-city kids on in a local game of free footy. A persuasive tool can help foster a brighter and more caring city. Thank you for listening to my presentation.